Hey guys, welcome to a new video, finally, and again on Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2, and this time the second pre-order beta has launched, and now we are able to actually play the campaigns, or at least the Imperium and the Necron campaign. Only a few missions though, not a lot. You're only allowed to play the first sector of many sectors. I will do an analysis video of the campaign trailer in the next days, so you get a view on what you're into with this game. Alright, right now we have the Imperium campaign here. I've already played that in the closed beta, and you have already seen the prologue, so we're starting off on hard difficulty for the Imperium. That is now under hard pressure after the destruction of Cadia, but the destruction of Cadia also brings back with its shockwave, the destruction of a planet and a lot of its population creates a shockwave in the warp, and this shockwave will free someone from the warp who has been sitting in the warp with his flagship for the last 800 years.
The Imperium of Man. A million worlds scattered across an uncaring galaxy. A million worlds forever under threat from the machinations of cursed traitors and perfidious Xenos. It is an empire consumed by war, by the very battle for survival itself, for there is no peace amongst the stars. The Space Marines, genetically modified warriors who know no fear, spearhead every counter-assault, taking the battle to the heart of the foe. From the smoke-wreathed horror of Adeptus Mechanicus Forge Worlds sail warships of fearsome potency, their weapons blessed by the Machine God, and their crews dedicated to the Omnissire's holy cause. The Scholar Progenium molds callow flesh into leaders, officers of the Imperial Navy, the greatest fleet ever to span the stars. These heroes dedicate their life to the Imperium's defense, confronting the ceaseless threat of chaos wherever it manifests. The war against the dark gods and their worshippers is the eternal battle for the soul of mankind, for the future of the galaxy itself. It is the forge upon which true heroes are struck and legends tempered. Admiral Spire is one such legend, savior of the Gothic sector, vanquisher of Warmaster Abaddon's 12th Black Crusade. For centuries he has been lost, trapped in the shifting tides of the Imperium, while in pursuit of the hated foe. Such travails would drive an ordinary man to madness, or into the clutches of the very gods he once opposed. But Spire is no ordinary man, and his time is coming once more.
We're out. Praise the Emperor, but I can see the stars again. Receiving distress signals. The region's alive with them. According to the timestamps, Admiral, the year. It's 999 M41. We've been lost in the warp for over 800 years. And Cadia, the hymnals report that it's been destroyed, sir. There's a lot of confusion out there, sir. And Admiral, Cadia fell at Abaddon's hand.
Then we are returned not a moment too soon. Navigator, chart a course to the Cadian system. We may be an age too late to join the battle, but revenge is still within our grasp.
Warp engines online. Geller field holding.
This is Admiral Spire to all Imperial vessels. Rally at coordinates 154554. This isn't over.
Oh well. Yeah, give me a moment for the game to load, and then I will explain what this means for the story of the game.
Not since the Eye of Terror have I felt anything like it. Wait. This is not the Cadian system. Navigator, report.
The Imperium writhes, Lord Admiral. It has flung us far off course.
I can see that, Domitian. Where are we?
Star sights indicate we've entered real space in the Cadian sector.
Confirmed.
Not too far, but not close enough. Still, we have been fortunate. Have our astropath send out a hymnal. All surviving vessels in the sector to rally at our position. Cadia needs our aid.
Warship signatures inbound, Lord Admiral. Chaos vessels.
Indeed. Then our retribution begins. We hold this position.
Oh well.
What is this I smell? Another so-called warrior come to chance his blade?
I am Lord Admiral Spire. I will be your death.
Not this day, lapdog. My lieutenants come to claim your skull. It shall adorn the Warmaster's throne.
We shall see. Ready main batteries.
Engaging engines.
Alright. So, just to explain, Spire, Admiral Spire, was the main character of the first
Course
game.
engaged.
And, well,
Coordinates
he was
acknowledged.
hunting for Warmaster Abaddon the Despoiler, the leader of all
Underway.
Chaos forces, who has just destroyed Cadia. Well, and during his hunt, after the 12th Black Crusade,
Changing course.
Spire vanished in the warp. That sometimes happens. When ships enter the
Understood.
warp, they might get lost. Well, this could mean that the crews emerge, and for them
Setting
an
course.
age, a lifetime has passed, or they have all died actually, of old age or whatever else. But in reality only a few minutes passed, and in his case, he vanished for over 800 years,
Underway.
but for them it was probably only a few hours, or weeks probably.
Heading acknowledged.
Well, here he is, back again, and
Coordinates acknowledged.
not a moment too soon to join the fight against his nemesis, Abaddon, again.
Understood.
As I said, Abaddon has just destroyed Cadia, the fortress planet protecting
Course
the
engaged.
pretty much only exit of the Eye of
Changing
Terror,
course.
where the Chaos forces are concentrated. And yeah, in doing so, Abaddon has
Heading
actually
acknowledged.
caused something far worse than anyone is expecting for now,
Understood.
but it will become apparent during the campaign.
Engaging
This
target.
is the first game set in this new timeline. It's actually not a new timeline, but it's only an extension of the already existing timeline. An extension everybody has been asking for ages, so that's pretty nice. Well, now we will have Spire to thwart any actions of Abaddon once more, as we did in the first game. Now come on guys, reload a bit quicker. That's actually the order I have been giving. Stand, skill, reload. So reload speed is increased. The next few cells should kill this thing. Actually, that's a new option of this game. And speed up. There we go.
Lord Admiral,
Oh,
the Sons of Mars stand ready for your orders.
Excellent. Their firepower will be a great asset.
Well met, Fabricator. How many ships do you bring me?
All that could be found, Lord Admiral. I regret that we bring enemies on our heels.
Duty breeds enemies, Fabricator. Join your fire to ours. We'll see them ended.
Engaging engines.
as soon as I set them into stealth mode, light cruisers and escorts are able to do that.
Coordinates
Sadly,
acknowledged.
Escorts also are able to use this, the scanner, that marks everybody in range and reveals them permanently. Well, not
Underway.
permanently, but for a while, 30 seconds. Not too bad actually, because these things are not really strong, so the escorts and even the weak crew numbers of an Adeptus Mechanicum light cruiser are able to overwhelm
Setting
them.
course.
But it's something. So, light cruiser now, very maneuverable, but still with some firepower.
With matchless efficiency.
And torpedo launches, so we're turning it a bit.
Utter the canticles of battle.
Course
At least
engaged.
one torpedo hit.
Engaging
Maneuvering
engines.
Spire into position to launch his torpedoes.
Heading
I would
acknowledged.
prefer to do that from the flank. Let's give some speed.
Underway. Cruising speed set.
Thanks to the reload skill, we are now able to do that pretty quickly, and we do the very same here. Because the reload skill also increases the recharging of the plasma. Okay, they changed their position, sadly, so that they're concentrating their fire now on Spire's flagship, a Lunar-class cruiser. One torpedo went down, but 2 hits. They also hit the other guy. So, let's board now. Oh, that worked wonders. As you can see, the crew numbers were heavily reduced.
Changing course.
And the one thing in the aft is burning. So that's a SWAT class frigate. 2 double barrel light macros with huge range thanks to being from the Adeptus Mechanicum, so that helps. Adeptus Mechanicum ships have less crew, but more turrets. As you can see, this light cruiser has as many turrets as the standard cruiser of the Lunar class here of the Imperial Navy. And
Target locked in.
their weapons usually have a higher range, but their crews are smaller and easier to overwhelm. Spire's shields are back up.
That's the last of them, my lord.
Negative. They were but the tip of the spear. I calculate that the others will soon arrive.
It matters not. I led a fleet through the bleakness of the Gothic War. By comparison, this is nothing. A pity that war cost us our greatest heroes. What I wouldn't give to have Captain Abaddon at my side.
All decks report ready.
Good. We shall forge new heroes this day. Let us hope they suffice.
Captain Abaddon pretty much decided the finishing battle of the 12th Black Crusade, the Gothic War,
All
that
ships.
you fight in the first game,
The Emperor protects.
by steering his cruiser into the beam of one of the Black Star fortresses, and thus pretty much causing
All
the
ships,
destruction of two of them.
hold position.
Oh, enemy ships.
Doubt forms the path to damnation.
There is no doubt while strength abides.
Beneficent
Whoa.
Emperor. Is that what I think it is?
The Sons of Dawn heed your call, Lord Admiral.
It's good to see vessels of the Adeptus Astartes, Captain. Faith is well enough, but hope and faith bring victory sooner.
The war never ends, Lord Admiral. We shall fight it together. Rouse the engines.
There is something bigger lurking behind these escorts, I think. So my escort is now trying to
Obey.
close in. Sadly, his stealth has been broken.
Transition begun. Battle protocols engaged.
Where are the Space Marines? Incoming, great.
Moving to position.
And they're sending out the Thunderhawks.
Calculating vectors.
And there we got him. That's the target for Spire now.
For the Emperor.
Ah, too bad. He just missed him.
Weapons calibrated.
Okay, we have to turn a bit quicker. And Spire has to get closer to this Chaos Cruiser. It's a light cruiser, so not that dangerous, but still over time it can do a lot of damage, so we are using the boosters to close in. As you can see, even the escorts can do some damage over time. But we got close enough to break through the silent running. Or, in this case, he was only submerged in the nebula here. And now let's plasma recharge a bit before we turn in and give them hell.
Obliterate that target!
Too bad he wasn't able to recover his Thunderhawks. Send out another wave. Okay, one's down.
Target on screens!
And now... Ah, damn it. This light cruiser was quicker than I expected, but still. 2 torpedoes hit, and he's burning.
Enemy vessel.
And thanks to reload skill, we'll be able to shoot again in a few seconds.
Revere the Omnisire!
And his shields are down. That means those ships that are able to board are easily able to do so. Ah, damn it, too late. My mistake. Okay, torpedoes reloaded. That's actually an incredible bad idea by him, because that's where Space Marines excel, at close range.
At your command!
And he lost a lot there.
Feel our might!
Deck destroyed, mutiny, he's pretty much done for. He's fleeing.
Underway.
In comes Spire.
Course engaged.
Last traitor vessel destroyed, Lord Admiral. No further signatures.
Yeah, it was fleeing, that's why the battle
more.
ended.
Others may be inbound.
We can wait no longer. Let stragglers seek our trail amongst the dead. We have a fleet. I must confer with Lord High Admiral Drang as how best to employ it. We will have vengeance for Cadia.
Oh well.
The challenge before us is bleak, but we shall prevail if the Emperor wills it. The Despoiler will be driven back, but we need support. We must secure planetary systems within the battle zone. These will provide us the necessary means to strengthen our fleets.
Well, here we are. We have liberated the Balazar system. So, to explain the UI a bit, that's the Cadian sector here. Well, one of the systems, you will see the rest later on. With quite a few systems, actually. We control one. Sadly, only. It will become more. Right now we have a global income of -37 fleet upkeep. Balazar is a world, as you will see, that's a hive world, so highly populated, and producing quite some resources, but it's in a bad position, so it will take a while until we can actually produce a lot from there. We have 3 fleets at the moment, one of the Imperial Navy, one of the Space Marines, and one of the Adeptus Mechanicum. You have already seen them in battle. And the rest of the systems is already gone under control of the Chaos so far. So, another thing we have here is the urgency. That's how much time you have before, yeah, it's getting worse. So, you should do that before the urgency meter reaches the war is lost, because then it's over. Alright, let's follow our orders and take a look at Balazar. So that's the Balazar system. It grants me plus 10% repair rate per turn, plus 10 resources. Sadly, no production points, so no ships to produce, and 4 troops regeneration because it's a hive world. As you can see, if we upgrade Balazar, we are able to produce more. Sadly, Balazar is, yeah, an unsustainable world that either suffered a lot of damage or lies in a bad spot of the galaxy, so it takes longer until we are able to upgrade it. And upgrading, of course, costs resources, which we are losing at the moment. So we first need an additional system, or, yeah, most likely multiple systems.
Demios Binary has much to offer our future operations. but it is occupied by Chaos forces. We shall sweep them aside and restore the Emperor's rule to this stolen world.
Yeah, the next system, Diamond's Binary, is protected by a Chaos Fleet. And yeah, that's where we are going next. First, a look at Spire. His technical skills as Admiral are Plasma Bomb and Micro Warp Jump, and his torpedoes are quicker, or of his whole fleet. Those are upgrades that only belong to his ship, so only he is able to do Micro Warp Jumps, which are pretty good if you have a close combat battleship. Yeah, torpedoes also very nice, and a power ram, so he's a full-blown close combat admiral. Imperial fighter or carrier admirals are actually quite good, but yeah, he isn't such a guy. Void Winds expert, yeah, that will take a while until we're able to use this, only when the fleet reaches level 4. At the moment he is at level 1, sorry, with his lunar class, Righteous Protector. And you're actually able to rename your ships, so, and you can preset the engagement distance. That is pretty important, so usually do that. Actually, I don't know what this is. And if it should go for targets of opportunity when you have destroyed a target and are not in control of the ship at the moment. Yeah, Lunar Class, I actually like these ships, so that you can turn... you can turn around them. I like these ships. In the tabletop they were pretty good, because versatile. In the game that's actually not that good. Okay. Yeah, but that's about it, and he's a close combat admiral, so lances are bad. Yeah, that's something for later on. Yeah, now we get a view of the Cadia sector. This system is of course Cadia, very important, sadly, with a lot of destroyed worlds here. Cadia is destroyed, I think Solar Mariatis is also destroyed, and so is St. Jasmine's Hope. But the others are intact and will grant us a lot of resources. Not resources directly, bonuses. Cantrell, very important and famous Forge World, so that is very important because Forge Worlds produce a vast amount of resources. Framas is an agri world, here we have a panel world, another agri world, and yeah, as you can see, the sector stretches for quite a bit. Those things are systems, and of course they are more or less like the provinces from Total War games. So our next target is Diamond's Binary. It's only one turn away, so only one warp jump, with an asteroid field and the Diamond's Binary Forge World, and it's protected by a small Chaos Fleet. So we jump in.
There will be many risks
with
in the
Spire.
days to come. I need not take one here. Deploying a second fleet to Demios Binary will ease our victory.
And we send in a second fleet, in this case the Adeptus Mechanicum fleet with an Endeavour-class light cruiser and a sword frigate. His skills are Stasis Bomb, that's really good. Also Auger Probe, very very good for Mechanicum, because later on they get ships with long-range weapons. And the Auger Probe helps spotting enemies. Also Mars Pattern Reactor Feats, very good. As I said, long-range weapons. The Nova Cannon is a very 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 long-range weapon, and its cooldown is reduced by 20% on his flagship. And Castellan Robots, so his lightning strikes are really strong. It's also great, because he wants to stay at a distance. Maybe we should give his flagship lances. We'll see later on. Jump in.
We outnumber the foe. Victory is all but certain. But caution must serve as well as haste. Recklessness is a terrible master.
Well, now we could either start the battle or take a look at it. Yeah, it's a Forge World. It got a research station, so when we upgrade it we are able to unlock the Mechanicus Enclaves, which I don't actually know what it means, because that wasn't on the close beta. Yeah, Adeptus Mechanicus Enclave. Number of turns before near Adeptus Mechanicus leaders. Okay, get quicker, get more admirals. A strategic position, so very important. We are able to build a space station as defense there, and a shipyard. That's what we actually need. Yeah, the battle for Diamond's Binary is something for the next video. As I will play this game a lot, you might get these videos in pretty quick succession, and I'm able probably give you a few more videos in the meantime. So I'm trying to do a Battletech video. It's almost finished, I just have to render it pretty much, so we'll see. I hope you enjoyed this quick introduction to my new Let's Play series of Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!